Okay, so I thought I'd do a video just to talk about these bearings, because it's obvious that we're stuck with a whole shipment of really badly designed bearings. Now I'm going to start by explaining the difference between an original one and these Chinese one, or wherever they came from. The thing that's really important to remember is that one side's flush and the other side is got a little step up bit there. Okay, and that's the same on the old ones as well, you know. So they only go one way, with the O-ring toward the diff. Now if a service guy was, you know, mechanic these days, would change that bearing for a new one, they'd pull it off and they'd make a note of the fact that the O-ring's on the inside, so they would put the new ones, this is a new one, and then yeah, you've got a problem because you've got the step up here, so that's supposed to be on the other side. So if you do it this way, if you put it this way around, you end up with this situation where the O-ring's on the outside, and that's why we have leaks. If you come around here and look on the axle here, you basically, the O-ring is sitting right where the chamfer is. There's a little chamfer around the side here, and it's not actually doing anything. It's completely redundant. You know, there's no way it can seal. So it's right there. It's right on the outside. So there's no seal. And that's the difference. These cannot go the other way around because, oh come on, because you end up with this step part on the inside, and that means that the axle travels further into the diff and can hit the pins inside the diff, so you don't want that. You're going to make sure that these new bearings go with the O-ring on the outside. Now the fix that we have come up with is simple. Look in here, there's this part here. So if you make a gasket to seal this surface here, it needs to be made out of 1 mil heavy gasket paper, not silicone, not rubber, not anything else, just a really good heavy duty gasket paper. You just cut it out, cut out a gasket to fit that, put that in first, and lay your bearing in, and then you put your plate on and make sure that that's nice and tight in there. Oh god, I just jammed it. So when you do everything up, that's pressing in on the seal, and that seals it, and then you don't need to worry about your O-ring. In fact, you can probably pretty much throw the O-ring away because it's completely redundant. So yeah, I hope that can help people get around this problem that we have. It's obvious that we're not going to see the proper bearings again. This is what we're going to be left with from now on. If they had to put this O-ring a bit further along, it might have been okay, but they're actually further along the bearing than the original, and they're actually a thinner O-ring than the original, so the whole thing is just a cock up. Anyway, that should hopefully help people. Just comment, and if anyone has any issues, I think that should be pretty self-explanatory, and I hope that helps.